What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, I'm under the belief that from what we've been seeing from Solana this weekend, that it's actually preparing for a pretty damn big move that we need to be prepared for. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, and what I'm doing about it. So let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. So looking at Solana, what we can see is that on Friday, it started to put in this sideways structure. Since then, it's gone into full-blown consolidation mode, putting in these highs and lows, consistently following the trend of this sideways channel. Now, generally speaking for Solana, what I've noticed with it is that once it enters into these periods of consolidation, it relaxes, its moving averages start to slow down a little bit, its Bollinger Bands condense a little bit, those standard deviations condense a little bit. Once all of these things happen, it's kind of like Solana's like spring loading for boom, for a big old move to either the upside or the downside. And what's interesting about what Solana's doing right now is that it does seem as if it very possibly could still be to the upside. Now, the reason that I'm under the belief it could still be to the upside is for a multitude of reasons. Let's go over them. Number one, okay, is just quite simply due to the fact that we were in an uptrend before the sideways structure. What you'll come to realize about Solana especially is that it oftentimes will continue structure. So if we're going down and we go sideways, oftentimes it continues going down. If we're going up and we go sideways, oftentimes it will continue going upwards. Now, on top of that, another thing that you need to pay attention to is the fact that it's not only just going sideways, but it is building this level of support. You can see here that we had this point of resistance right here, right around $142. That was resistance. We also had this general vicinity right here, right? Although it's not necessarily exactly at this point, we had this little liquidity level, which was also going to be some resistance. And then if we go look all the way back, let's go down to the daily charts all the way back, you can see that we had a big establishment of support and resistance on this level as well. Look at that, right? Look at that beautiful touch to the upside right there. You can see a little bit of this sideways movement and liquidity building here. We can see the support building here. We can see the support building here. I mean, this has been a very important zone for quite a while, right? It's not just a random zone of liquidity that we have no reason as to why it's going over here. It is quite simply interacting with a major point of resistance and support, one level that we need to be very mindful of, in my opinion, okay? Extremely mindful of. So with that in mind, and being mindful of the fact that Solana is now looking to build some support on top of this level, it just goes to show that this could serve as a beautiful foundation for a continued move to the upside. Oftentimes when you do see a level holding like this, it does say that, hey, we are building support, the bulls are stepping in on a rather consistent basis every single time that we come down to this level, and we might get a break to the upside. Now, even the indicator that my company designed that tells you exactly when good times and bad times are to dollar cost average in and out the market, even that thing was flashing. Let's go into the 30-minute charts. On the 30-minute time frames, we were getting flashes to the downside here. We got three, one here, one here. And every single time that we came back down towards the midpoint to lowest point of this channel, we got a move. It was a 1% move there, which isn't much, but obviously it's something. We got another one here. That was a 2% move to the top side. Then we got another one here. This was the 3% move to the top side, right? Getting these beautiful moves and establishing support for looking for continuation to the upside. You guys know I do all of my investing based off of HGAlgo. I do all of my purchases based off of it. And history shows how well it performs, how good it does at predicting where these good points of, these good buying opportunities are. And so I don't take that lightly whenever we're getting 30-minute purchase signals happening here on HGAlgo as well, on a time in which we are establishing support on a major point of support like the one we're seeing currently. So with that in mind, and kind of knowing that Solana is doing extremely well in terms of holding up support, it tells me that I would say right now, on kind of a game of odds, I would say, we're probably looking at a 60 to 65% chance of getting this break to the upside here. Obviously, we're in a macro bull market. Obviously, the trend is upwards right now, and many other altcoins are still doing extremely well. So because of that, what I'm going to go ahead and say is that you just quite simply need to be prepared for it. Although I do believe it's more likely that Solana is going to get this move to the upside, there's obviously no guarantees, right? There's no guarantees. And the beautiful part is, though, that although we can say what's more likely that it's going to break to the upside, we can still be prepared for whatever happens, okay? What I love about these moments where we have these sideways channels is that they're easy to operate upon. If Solana's price breaks to the downside, under $142, the likelihood is here we're going to see it continue downwards. How far low? You never can really know. What I would go ahead and say is that, of course, we did see this establishment of this support level here. We obviously had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 establishments of support on this trend line. That makes it pure true support. And so obviously there's like a little magnet that's always going to be on Solana trying to pull pull its price back down to at. So if we see Solana's price lose 142, yeah, we might get pulled back down to this trend line somewhere between 110 to 120 bucks. That's very possible. That's something that I would be prepared for. So that's kind of my price prediction. Let's say hypothetically we lose 142, we're unable to establish some support on top of even say, I say we'd come back to 125, which is most likely to establish this support. We lose that one, we're probably going to go a little bit lower towards this trend line, something like that. So there are a couple opportunities to be purchasing as we do work our way to the downside if $145 or $142 is lost to the downside. Now, hypothetically, of course, if we do see Solana's price breaking to the upside out of this channel, $148, clears 148, get the daily close above that level. I obviously do think that a continuation is very possible. We haven't completed this extension yet from this Fibonacci development, and so I would still say that there's a possibility for us to get all the way up to $162 on this move. You can see that we're currently sitting at this 1.272 Fibonacci extension level. And because we're sitting at this level, oftentimes if you clear the 1.272, you're going to be looking for a 1.618 extension up to $162. And so to me, it's a pretty damn easy range. And again, I still do think that where we are right now is putting us in a situation in which a break to the upside is more likely than to the downside for Solana. But again, you can be prepared for either one. One of the reasons why I really do believe it as well, and it's something I forgot to mention to you guys, is that we're seeing a lot of Solana memes running right now. And so it seems like I guess it would be a microcycle. It wouldn't really be a macrocycle. It'd be a microcycle currently. It's still playing out, right? You see Solana pumps, then Solana memes pump. Solana pump, Solana memes pump. And we're still seeing Solana memes pumping right now. You guys remember, we talked about a crypto not too long ago called Just the Tip. I know, jokes. Okay, I get it. But we made an alpha report over in HG Access. It's the Discord server that me and a bunch of other creators contribute alpha to that you can find the link to down below. We made an alpha report on it like right before it launched. Now, we had someone in the server, one of the community members, actually it was like 3 or 4 of them, they were able to pick that thing up down here, and it's up 637% since then. Now, this is a meme coin that is, again, obviously on Solana, and it's still rather small, right? I mean, the thing is sitting right at, a 2.7 million fully diluted valuation, and is doing extremely well right now in this same time frame. Look, this is Friday, right? And so Friday comes, and we start to see this meme just absolutely start pumping in correlation with when Solana starts going sideways. So you can start to see that flow from Solana to the memes, from Solana to the memes. Now, obviously, they've done some of their own stuff. I think, on like the 5th, they went in and burned their liquidity officially, which obviously is going to help overall with just general credibility, security, safety, comfortability, things of that nature. And they have actually been releasing a lot of news in terms of getting things back from Deck Screener and kind of building out their foundation. So obviously, they have done some of their own work themselves. But the only reason I do believe we're really seeing it move like we're seeing it right now is because Solana did slow down, opening up the door from liquidity to flow from Solana into meme coins like Tips. Tips is actually my current #1 Solana meme coin pick in the short term, just because they're still rather small, $2 million market cap, but they could easily continue up to 4, 5, 6 million. They just need to continue the right momentum. But anyway, just to kind of use them as an example to say that, look, Solana's going sideways and the memes are pumping, and that's a good sign, because what happens a lot of times is the memes will slow down, then Solana looks for a continuation, maybe a little micro pullback, but then a continuation to the upside. And I still do like that the funds are flowing naturally within Solana and its ecosystem. So at this given point, to summarize what I'm saying in this video, is that yes, the price can go up or down. Shocker, didn't think you knew that, did you? Yes, it could go up or it could go down. If it breaks to the downside below 142, look for a move to 125. If we lose 125, I expect to move back to the support level, and we'll obviously talk about that as that does play out, if it does play out. But under the circumstance in which we see Solana finally break $148 to the upside and get a confirmed breakout here, right, multiple closes to the upside, I am expecting this move up towards $162 to complete this 1.618 Fibonacci extension. And so obviously I will continue to update you as it does play out. Just make sure that you like this video so more people see it, and you comment on it to tell me what you liked about the video so more people also see it. But anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic week approaching, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.